As you all may know, this is a Nintendo DS. This is the latest handheld system by Nintendo. It is two-screen, one's touchscreen, and it's been out for 4 or 5 years already, and I think I've had mine for 2-3 years already, and I think I practically know everything that it can do, and that's what I'm going to show you. But to start off, I just want to say that Nintendo has come a long way. It went from the old Game Boy Color to this, which is from one screen to two screen. No microphone to microphone. And this one has internet capabilities, this doesn't, and the graphics have improved a lot. Like, let me show you. Oh yeah, and this old device. This is actually not the first thing that first handheld system Nintendo has made, but this is the first one I bought. I bought it when I was 7 or 8 years old, a long time ago. But as you can see, you can't really see the screen that well, and you can't play it in the dark without buying an additional device. I bought this device a long time ago. It has speakers, and if you hook this up and put batteries on it, it'll light up this Game Boy Color. Yeah, and if you pull this out, it magnifies. Oh, did I break it? No, I didn't. Okay. It magnifies the small screen. So, I thought it was cool back then. Did the job. I can play at night. And yeah. Oh yeah, and Nintendo also thought of a wireless device for the DS. It has an infrared device on it, which you take another Game Boy, and you have to be this close to connect. Like the Pokemon game, the Mystery Gift. I think that's the only game that I know of that uses the infrared device. Other than that, yeah, Nintendo was thinking about wireless connection back then, I think. But it didn't turn out very well because on their later model, which is the Game Boy Advance, they took off the infrared device, and it just became like just this handheld system. And the graphics became better. Like, here's another Zelda game. Okay. Here's the Zelda game. It has slightly better graphics. It's not really flat. They added a little depth in it, but it's still not 3D. Okay. So the DS thing that has it all. It can play all those games. It can play the old Game Boy Advance game, and it can also play the old Game Boy games, but you have to have a certain device to let it play. You can see that the Zelda is now 3-dimensional, and it's now on 2 screens. Oh yeah, and it has way better sounds. There it is. Okay. So aside from it playing the normal games like the ones you buy at stores, I found that if you buy card readers for the DS, like games and music, I bought this card reader at Walmart for about $20. I think they stopped selling them, but I bought this when it came out, which was a year ago. You put a little SD card in here. Put the SD card in your computer, and you can load a lot of things in your DS. Where's it? This memory card reader, or this card reader, you can actually watch movies on your DS, put music on it, and play a lot of homebrew games, and play old system games. Like you can play. It allows your DS to play SNES games, Sega games, Atari, and LucasArts games. Let me show you the video first. This is actually the Alvin and Chipmunks trailer. You can put full-length movie in here, but you have to convert it on the computer and put it on your DS, and the conversion doesn't take that long. Okay. Also, you can put pictures on your DS, and let me show you the Game Boy games. You know how you can't put Game Boy games here because it won't fit, but you can put Game Boy Advance? Well, you can have this little emulator called Lame Boy, and you can put Game Boy ROMs in your DS, and it allows you to play it. And you can make it bigger to fit on the screen. And that's as big as it's gonna get. But yeah, this is the Game Boy version of Zelda playing on the DS without putting the card in, because it's in this little games and music device. It's using an emulator. Yeah. And also you can play SNES games in here. Let me show you that one too. Come on. Oh. It's the Legend of Zelda. Yeah, so I can play the SNES version of Zelda. Load state. Right there. Oh yeah. And Games and Music is a good card reader, but I also got a better one. It's the Ace card. Right here. Ace card 2. It's more capable than the Games and Music. It can do a lot more stuff. Like, Games and Music are good for homebrew games, but if you want to play backed up ROMs, like, instead of carrying all this stuff, you can put all this game into one device, which is the Ace card in your memory card. Let's see. Come on. Here's the iPod version for your DS. You can play music on your DS. So you can play movies and music on your DS and play other systems games in it. You can also play the old computer games on here using the SCUMM emulator. Like the old point and click text games where you type in the what the character does, or in the point and click ones too. They work on here on the SCUMM VM. This is the Day of the Tentacles. It's an old, I think LucasArts games, yeah. It used to be played on the PC, but you can also play it on your DS.
Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors.
So yeah, you can do a lot of things on your DS. So my 10 minutes is about up. I think, yeah, DS is cool. Can do a lot of things. Oh yeah, and you can also turn your DS into a phone using VoIP service. But that's another story. Okay. That's my review of the DS.